I'm a bit of a wreck. I just got out of bed, just made myself a cup of coffee, and it's so good and so desperately needed. I should be at work, but I'm not because it's Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. Cheers to that. And I hope that you guys aren't working either and that you get to enjoy a day off like me. I wanted to give you a week 2 update. I, for the week, am down 3.6 pounds, I believe, for a total of 11 and change, which is awesome. I'm really, really, really happy and excited about that. The meal preps work out really, really good because it takes the hard part of decision making out of my day. If that makes any sense, we have this, my friends at work will understand and appreciate this, but we have this amazing, it's a servery, but it's called a servery in lieu of a cafeteria. Anyway, it's got tons and tons and tons of amazing things, delicious things to eat. And I don't go at all because I meal prep and because I don't trust myself to go down there and not get the wrong foods. I'm just not there yet. I feel like if presented with temptation, I could easily make some bad choices. So anyway, I'm super grateful that I've been taking the time to do, grateful to myself for taking the time to do meal preps because I think it's making things a little better. Meal prep this week was super fun because Katie helped me with it. It's little, they're not so little, medium meatloaves. You'll see in the video. Here's the thing about the video that you're gonna see next though for this meal prep. They turned out so good that when they came out of the oven, we ate them. I made 8 of these little meatloaves, medium meatloaves. And as soon as they came out of the oven, we took 2 of them, John and I, and we each ate one, and then I packed them up and put them in the fridge. So I don't have an after picture to show you, but I promise you should make it. They're delicious. And I talk in the video about making a little barbecue sauce to go on top of them, and I did end up doing that. I mixed together ketchup and mustard and stevia, and it was reduced sugar ketchup, and stevia and apple cider vinegar, Bragg's apple cider vinegar. And just the littlest bit of that went a long way to add a sweet, tangy flavor to the top of these little medium meatloaves. It was delicious and is delicious. And I made some mashed cauliflower for them to kind of rest on top of in the meal prep containers to add some fat and some vegetables, and because it tastes good mostly. I did sort of the same thing last week. I made a pot roast. I'm still working on perfecting that, and when I do, I'll be happy to share that recipe. But it was so satisfying to nuke it and then sit down at my desk with a warm meal, other than just a salad, I guess is what I mean, and to have it fill my belly. When I was done, I was like, wow, that was so good. I don't feel like I'm dieting. And so anyway, we did that this past week. We also did fathead pizzas again this week. I learned this week about that recipe that if I make the pizza crust too thin, I don't like it. I like a thin crust pizza, but when it's too thin and you bake it too long like I did, it gets hard and it's just not as tasty. So if I do that again soon, which maybe I'll do it this week, I don't know, who knows, I won't make it as thin. So anyway, super happy about my weight loss. It was a tough week. I'm telling you, I think the hardest part is the weekends, particularly this weekend. I was off on Friday and then Saturday, Sunday, and now I'm off on Monday. When I'm home prior to January 1st, if it was a weekend, you could pretty much count on John and I hanging out with friends at local restaurants and pubs, having some drinks and having some food. We'd be there for a couple hours and then come home with full bellies, having just had a great meal. And we don't know what to do on the weekends when we can't go and do that. And I really can't subscribe to that yet anyway. I can't subscribe to the, well, you can still go and hang out, just get keto-friendly foods. I'm just not ready for that. I don't trust that if I don't go to Chili's, for example, that I'm not going to go get their big old monster nachos. There's, these individual chips that they put cheese and beans and meat and stuff on. And I can't promise that when I go sit there that I'm going to make the right choice. I don't trust myself yet. So it's easier to just stay at home. And so we were a little bored. We watched movies. Please do not say, go to the gym. Because I get it. I should go to the gym at some point, and I will go to the gym at some point. But right now, I'm 100% focused on the diet part of kind of changing my lifestyle. I need to be 100% focused on making the right choices 2 to 3 times a day, 3 times when I'm not intermittent fasting. And once I feel like I've got that nailed down, then maybe I can incorporate some gym time. But right now, I'm not there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my rant, my long-winded little talk. I'm enjoying this coffee. I hope you enjoy your day. And most importantly, I hope you enjoy the meal prep that you're about to see. Cheers. Okay, so I took the spices that you saw in the picture a second ago. I incorporated them into a bunch of ground beef that I got by mixing together these. Costco has these massive sirloin patties, ground beef patties. I don't know if people use these for burgers, and maybe this is hard to tell on the video, but they're huge, 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 huge. And I think when I bought them, I thought I would make burgers out of them, but I've decided to mix them all together and make little mini meatloaves out of them, and they're actually not so many, as you can tell. I took 8 of them. There's still 4 left. And put them in here with all the spices. I have a helper today. Katie is so nice to help me. She mixed everything together with 2 eggs, and I also ground up some pork rinds and put everything in here, and then we separated it into 8 pieces, right, Kate? Because we put in 8 of those big patties. And so Katie's going to show everybody what we did. Go ahead. So this is the last one. This is what it will look like. She's just rolling it into kind of a ball. Now what are you gonna do? So this is pepper jack cheese that we've cubed. Just pepper jack. So she put that right in the middle. Your belly's growling. Is this making you hungry?
Yeah.
So she's rolling it into a ball so that none of the cheese will, what?
Fall out or seep out or whatever when it bakes.
That's right. Now what are you going to do?
I'm going to wrap the bacon around the seam.
You're speaking my language. And we wanted to use the whole pack, so we took the couple of extra pieces and cut them in half, and we're just making little crisscrosses, literally only just to use up the 4 extra pieces that were in here after we took out the 8 that we needed. Now you're squishing it to make it kind of flatty. Flatty's the technical term, right?
Yeah.
Good job. So this is pre-baking. I think what I'll do, I'm still formulating this idea in my head, but I think what I'll do is make like a barbecue sauce, Kate, to go to kind of paint them with, right?
Yeah, you could use
Maybe
a little
halfway
brush.
through cooking.
Use a little brush thing.
Yeah, the little paintbrush. And so probably some reduced sugar ketchup, some mustard, some vinegar, and some stevia, something like that. Stevia. Okay, so this is pre-oven. Thank you, Beetle. Like I said, it ends rather abruptly. Sorry about that. It was just too good to do anything other than start eating. If you liked this video, please remember to like, and if you really liked it, please remember to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good week.